Hi guys, and welcome back to BP's Pro Wrestling Corner right here on YouTube.com. This is your boy BP, and guess who's back, man? Skippy's back. I told you it would be for a Smackdown review. Before we get down into this crap right here, I want to speak about what happened overseas or Saudi Arabia with the flights being canceled or wrestlers weren't allowed to leave, so to speak, because
originally it being a plane malfunction, but finding out there may be more going on to that.
I heard Vince and the Crown Prince, got in a big argument about something. Actually, I heard that Vince actually cut off their live feed for Saudi Arabia, not for us in the States, but for them in Saudi Arabia. He actually cut off their live feed because there was a disagreement about some kind of payment.
Yeah, from what I've read, the Saudis keep shortchanging WWE. They owe them a couple million here, a couple million there.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to have a meeting to discuss financial terms.
Right.
Vince and the Prince and
something didn't
the
set
Prince
right
no
there.
show.
Yeah, that's like what happened.
So Vince got pissed off, and honestly, you guys know how brutal and fucked up these Saudis can be.
Yeah.
Why would you try to pull something like that? You know there would be retaliation. Like, they don't mess around.
I can see. I think Vince handled it wrong. I think he should have waited until he got his whole crew on planes and already overseas, and then got a hold of Saudi and said, "All right, I'm done. We're done.
No
with
more
this.
shows.
No more shows. No more
not
nothing.
until you pay your debt, and from now on you have to prepay.
Exactly.
Like,
prepay.
You prove we can't trust you, but why would you do that with your superstars still there?
See, and that was the problem.
And
now a lot of the superstars are pissed, and Vince McMahon, and a lot of them want to quit. I'm hearing.
I would say we're lucky that this is the situation that happened, because it could be worse. They could have shot down the plane with the wrestlers on it. They could have done a lot worse.
Something major could have happened here for these WWE superstars, and man, just thank God it didn't. Thank God everyone got. As far as I know, all of them are back home now here in the States. But other than that, man, just something's going to have to get resolved. If I was all the WWE superstars, I would literally tell Vince McMahon he can jump off a fucking bridge if they wanted to go back overseas.
He could join a certain club. He'd be famous, that's for sure.
He kiss his own ass club. That's what needs to happen, because I'm going to tell you, man, people like Daniel Bryan and, there's a few other superstars that didn't want nothing to do with this whole Saudi thing in the first place, and they were right on, man. I'm telling you what, they're right on. I don't blame them.
I'm pretty sure I've said in our shows I've never cared for this either. I understand the money grab, but
right. And we even said it too when we was over at the Cordy compound. None of us liked the whole idea. We thought the whole thing sucked, but actually the pay-per-view did end up turn out pretty good. But at what cost, though? You know what I'm saying? At what cost? So, I mean, other than that, man, the whole situation, I hope they get it resolved. I just thank God that all the women and men are back over here at home where they belong.
Absolutely.
And
everybody's safe. That's what matters most.
On a plus side, all this shit happening for over there, we probably had the best Smackdown ever since the Attitude Era. I'm going to tell you what.
Who would have thought just throwing a show together in the last minute? I mean, I don't know if you plan on talking about this, but I read that the NXT plane to get these superstars there showed up at the airport at 7:55, and they still made it
5 minutes before the show started. And the whole NXT talent showed up.
Yeah. Police escort. I mean, how else are you getting there?
They showed up and showed out. I'm telling you what, this show was spectacular. This is probably one of the best SmackDown events that's ever took place. I'm going to tell you, starting out, man, which we already talked about, we knew what was going to happen. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman comes out to the ring. And, of course, we knew it was going to happen because now you got the Universal Champion over on SmackDown. So there's no sense of having two champions. Brock Lesnar, he ended up quitting SmackDown. Now he's going to go back over to Raw.
Because he has unfinished business with Rey Mysterio, is what he's claiming.
Which would probably be good as a storyline, because he does, to finish off that probably would be good to get back over to Raw. That way, just slides Bray Wyatt right on in.
I was a little surprised with it. I knew they had to figure out a way to get the title to Raw, but
absolutely.
The thing that surprises me is just that Fox would be okay with letting Brock Lesnar quit.
Right, because he is a big-time talent for Fox.
We talk shit on him all the time,
Yeah.
but he's a money grab too.
He is a big-time money grab.
You put him on a show, you're expecting a sellout, you're expecting buys. It's the truth, unfortunately.
But as you let one superstar go, one big top name go, another one's going to come in, and I'm hearing rumors, man. Rousey's back. I'm not sure if there's any truth to that. I know her and Travis, her husband, are not going to have the baby right now. Are not trying. And I'm hearing she wants to come back, so...
Why not?
You know,
I mean, if you're not
and
doing your family planning and making
exactly.
and all, I mean, I'm sure they had fun trying.
Exactly.
Who wouldn't?
And we all love Ronda Rousey. She's a great superstar. She was a great superstar for UFC. She came in WWE and she did a great job with that for the year that she was here.
I loved her positive attitude and her willingness to work.
Absolutely.
Where Brock Lesnar is the opposite. Terrible attitude, refusal to work.
If you guys watch Total Divas, then you understand the whole thing with Ronda. If you guys don't watch Total Divas, which you don't, but it doesn't matter because you can still see it if you got the network. There's some shows on there that shows you exactly what's going on with her personal life and professional life. But anyway, Ronda Rousey can come in and do that. So Brock Lesnar's gone. Paul Heyman's got him over on Raw now to start the feud with
Rey Mysterio. I got one question though. So, what do you think is going to happen with the Universal title? Is it staying red? Is it turning blue?
That's a good question. And you know what? Since Bray Wyatt was supposed to be on Miz TV, but of course couldn't show up. We're gonna get into all that, but I'm telling you right now, I'm thinking they should just do away with all the red and just make all the titles black. If you want to keep the Universal Championship as the name, fine.
I would go with SmackDown champion.
Yeah, I would too. Okay, well, if that's the case, what are you gonna do with the WWE Championship? Raw?
Yeah. The WWE Championship becomes the Raw Championship, and vice versa. Just like the women's, you don't have a Galaxy Women's Champion.
Okay, so are you going to name the Universal Championship the SmackDown Universal Championship?
That's what I would do.
Then what are you going to do with WWE? Just name it Raw WWE.
Raw, yeah.
Okay, so you're going to have a WWE Raw Championship and then the SmackDown WWE Championship. Yeah. There you go. Well, that makes sense.
Fair. You don't have the Universal's bigger than the WWE.
Are you going to change the color on either one? Make one red and one blue?
I would do both black personally because I think that looks better. But if you want to do colors, make one red and one blue.
That's a fantastic idea, actually. I think that'd probably work out. Speaking of SmackDown Women's Championship, next match came up: Bayley versus Nikki Cross in a rematch here for the WWE Women's SmackDown Championship. Bayley ends up winning this match. I gave it 3 stars. I thought it was pretty good, but of course. Man, I'm telling you, Sasha Banks was, of course, helped Bayley win this match. Absolutely. But what happened afterwards shocked the crap out of me because I am a big NXT fan and I absolutely love Shayna Baszler, and to see her come in and destroy all 3 of these women was fantastic, man. Yeah. Like we said, 5 minutes to get to the show before it started.
I would say, as far as the match goes, 3 stars as well. Entire segment, 4.5. I thought Shayna could have done more. I would have loved to see her. What's her finisher called?
I don't know, but it's almost like a chokehold type thing.
I would like to see her do that instead of those weird moves she was doing.
But she gave Bayley a strong knee shot to the face, dude. Yeah. Holy crap, dude! I'm telling you what.
Step up, that was pretty cool. I love Shayna.
Yeah, I'm a big Shayna Baszler fan. I don't know, man. It was crazy to see these. It's like a takeover. It's not just a takeover, but invasion, so to speak. Because as you do know, Survivor Series is coming up, and how it started was after Brock Lesnar left the whole arena. I'm sorry, we're going back. After Brock Lesnar and Paul left the arena, Triple H was seen backstage with Shawn Michaels looking at Brock Lesnar leave, and that was pretty comical to see that. Yeah. So Shawn Michaels had the NXT hat on right off the bat, so we knew something was going to happen.
Yeah, he was fully dressed in NXT, his sweat jacket, and
Now to go back, the Shayna Baszler thing, she comes in, she destroys all 3 of these women. That was fantastic. I thought it was great. Next up, Sami Zayn is backstage, man. Running
his mouth.
Running his mouth, exactly. Shinsuke, of course, not there because he's on the plane, coming back home from over Saudi. But anyway, Sami Zayn was backstage talking crap. And who pairs? Keith Lee and Matt Riddle from NXT.
Just same talking crap about like NXT invading and whatnot, and what he would do, and then two badasses like Keith Lee and Riddle show up and
chase him down to the ring and totally get him in the ring and just destroy him. It was fantastic. It was just funny.
Trying to hand Matt Riddle back his flip flops, like, hey man, look cool.
Yeah, right. That was pretty funny. I love that segment. Next up, man, like we was talking about earlier, the Miz TV. The Miz shows up. He's on Miz TV. And he's supposed to have the new Universal Champion there, Bray Wyatt. Of course, couldn't do it. Stuck in Saudi. And who comes out? The Black Card himself, Tommaso Ciampa.
No one will survive.
It was fantastic. I'm telling you, this whole thing. But anyway, this sets up a match with the Miz and Tommaso Ciampa, and this is where it starts going in the NXT favor through the whole show. Right after Shayna Baszler. Tommaso here, 4-star match against the Miz, and Tommaso wins it.
Yeah, 4-star match. Yeah, absolutely. Great promos by both men. Miz said, "Hey, what would ever happen if the two of us got on the mic together?" They performed. They gave gold.
What happened when the two of them got in the ring together? And
the match, I loved it. It really surprised me to see that these NXT guys kept going over and over and over. I thought at some point, hey, SmackDown would get a small victory. They're depleted, but hey, keep morale up.
We're going to talk about that in a minute, though, because Survivor Series is right around the corner. So, is there going to be another invasion? Is SmackDown or Raw going to invade NXT? I'm hearing, that might happen. I don't know.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
Triple H.
Yeah, exactly. Later. We don't know what's going to happen. But next up, man, backstage, once again, Carmella's supposed to come out with a match.
Carmella and Dana Brooke versus
the Fire and Desire. Yeah. I think that's who they were supposed to do.
Mandy Rose and
but anyway, that didn't happen because Bianca Belair was back there and she totally destroyed both them women. And I love Bianca too, by the way. She's fantastic. If you don't know who she is, Montez Ford from the Street Profits, that's his wife.
Anyway. I want to give that segment a lot, but what really stuck out to me was Carmella's acting was terrible. She just sitting there like,
oh, I know.
Looked like she's just thinking or
looked like she had a little minor headache.
Yeah,
you
don't see her get attacked, but she's supposed to be selling the fact that she's hurt.
Right, that's what was comical. Carmella doing that, but Dana Brooke, she just laid the hell out.
Oh, she got her ass beat.
Well, it's fantastic to go is at the end when Bianca Belair picked her up over the head and threw Carmella over top of the boxes. That was fantastic. I thought that was a great segment to see
Carmella just needs to learn to sell that entry a little better.
Next up, man, tag team match. It was supposed to be Carmella and Dana Brooke, like he said, going against Fire and Desire. But what happened? Fire and Desire is out there waiting in the ring for these two women to show up. But who shows up? Another two of my girls, man. Tegan Knox from Team Kick and fantastic Aussie Rhea Ripley. Man, what a crazy match this was. And I gave it 3 stars, but it could have been. I might be a little critical for that match, but I still gave it 3 stars. I could have gave it more, I guess.
I would say 3 too, just because it's hard to give a squash match, which this kind of was a high star rating as far as matches go.
I don't see why it would be a squash match because it's Fire and Desire. It's 2 top. Oh yeah, think about Sonya Deville too.
Yeah,
Sonya Deville's a badass, man. And for Rhea Ripley and Tegan Knox to go out there and do what they did to them.
Yeah,
holy crap, dude.
I mean, Rhea Ripley's
she's a bad bitch,
woman.
Yeah, she really is. Speaking
I
of
can
that,
see why that could be a squash.
Yeah, she is. She's on a level of a Shayna Baszler type,
Absolutely.
Ronda Rousey type girl. She's really great. During this whole match, though, when Tegan Knox ends up throwing, I want to say Mandy Rose over an announce table, she kicked Renee Young in the face on the way over, and Renee got a bloody nose, I heard. So, and then Renee was later on social media saying, it's the last time I commentate for SmackDown. I don't know what truth to that is, but that was pretty funny to see Renee get kicked in the face. And
speaking of commentators, give them guys some credit. I really love Tom Phillips, Aiden English, and Renee starting. Not a big fan of Pat McAfee coming in.
And I got news on that. Why that happened is because Aiden English called Shayna Baszler the Queen of Hearts. Totally screwed it up. That's why they pulled Aiden English away, put Pat McAfee in, because there's only one Queen of Hearts. That's Natalya. Now, the Queen of Spades is what should have been said, because that's what Shayna Baszler is.
You think they're going to have a Queen of Diamonds and a Queen of...
Clubs, yeah. If someone joins the Balor Club, maybe. I don't know. But in the Diamond, I don't know. But anyway, that's what happened with that whole, like you said, I enjoyed the whole commentating team, too.
I just like Aiden English better than Pat McAfee.
I did too.
Even though he made a mistake. I mean,
there was one mistake he made, but they pulled him for it. You know, you live and you learn. So maybe next time he'll think before he says something.
I would say being a little more forgiving in the situation. He
exactly.
I mean, he didn't even have to show up to work.
Yeah, exactly. But this SmackDown, man, what it all boils down to is the main event was fantastic. You know, it was supposed to be Baron Corbin, King Corbin, going against the superstar, you know, we all love, Roman Reigns, going against him one-on-one. But, of course, this whole Saudi plane trip thing, man, just didn't get it. But they had their NXT champion, my boy, Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, come in a fantastic match against their, you know, Daniel Bryan. Holy crap.
That fantastic match. But let's not forget that Daniel Bryan originally challenged Triple H.
And that's exactly what happened. Triple H said, I don't have my gear. So, champ, come on out. And out comes NXT champion Adam Cole.
Daniel Bryan, you know, decides, hey, I'll take the match, but I want a title shot.
Absolutely.
I thought it'd been great to see Daniel Bryan win the title, but I also love Adam Cole.
What would they have done if Daniel Bryan was the NXT champion and he would have been over there? He would have had to go to NXT. This whole, I'm telling you what, I said a long time ago, I think you might agree with me, NXT is a brand in its own now. There's no, NXT is not where you start at, not anymore.
It's not developed. Well, it's still developmental, but it's...
The Performance Center is developmental. NXT was supposed to be where you went after the Performance Center, but now you can go from SmackDown to Raw to NXT because NXT is a brand.
Yeah.
Especially now, since they got on Survivor Series.
I'm curious because I think most of the Performance Center guys are still going to NXT, and they're still going to... I'm curious with the next year's draft. Does NXT get the draft guys if you're making it a brand? I know they brought Finn Balor in to give it star power.
Dude. Which already had star power to begin with because these guys from Performance Center came through. Like the whole stupid. These guys are already independent wrestlers from ROH, from New Japan, from Impact Wrestling, you know, from well, not AEW because it started, but you know what I'm saying, from other promotions.
Yeah.
These guys came in, they already had a name, but now they're a bigger name since for NXT now.
And right now with AEW signing up a lot of those independent guys, it might be hard. You're going to have to build in-house people, you know. So. And
these guys are doing a fantastic job. Keith Lee, NXT, Homegrown Performance Center, Matt Riddle from the UFC, you know him from there. Dominic Dijakovic, another homegrown guy. You got a lot of people that's homegrown, but then you got like people from the UK, from New Japan.
Tyler Bate.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I love all these guys. Man, WWE is turning out to be somewhere fantastic, I'm telling you. Especially now, since whole NXT is involved in this whole Survivor Series brand crap. That match with Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan, I gave it 5 stars. Adam Cole won. He's still your NXT champion. It was an awesome match. But like you said, it would have been funny to see Daniel Bryan. Not only funny, I think it would have been fantastic if what happened.
They would have set up a lot, I think. But,
holy crap, dude.
A lot of questions. Make you want to tune in next week type stuff.
Not that you don't want to tune in now, but, you know.
I definitely would want to know what's going on with the NXT title, you know. But, yeah, my rating on the match, 5 stars as well. WWE finally got one from me.
And that's not NXT. That's actual. This is the main roster. This is supposedly the main roster. This is SmackDown. A 5 come from Skippy.
You get Adam Cole versus Daniel Bryan. This is a match nobody thought we'd ever see.
Exactly.
Not on a professional stage. I'm sure they maybe wrestled in the Indies, but
right. But I have on the big stage in front of a lot more people than what they're used to wrestling in NXT. You know,
these two could main event WrestleMania, and I'd pay for it.
Fantastic.
But yeah, just got to me kind of like a dream match. great in-ring performance by both guys, and I loved Adam Cole getting the victory.
Boom.
Oh, and that was just great to see that live in a big arena. You know, you see it all the time in NXT at Full Sail. You got like 500 people. So here we're talking about an arena, 18,000.
Yeah, 18,000 people, dude. I mean, come on.
To see them go, boom.
What's going to happen when these guys are able to go to WrestleMania this year? Because I'm telling you what, if this is the way they're doing Survivor Series, you better believe NXT is going to be at WrestleMania 36 this year in Florida.
And the Royal Rumble.
And the Royal Rumble, exactly. This shit is fantastic, dude. And they need to keep it up. If they want their ratings to go up for Raw and SmackDown, they better keep these NXT stars coming in and out.
Yeah.
Definitely. Most definitely. Man, I don't know what else to say about it. It was a fantastic night for these guys.
Let's talk about the ending here. Triple H's promo.
We are NXT. With every NXT star that showed up there at the arena, inside the ring, and at the end.
Some guys we didn't even see involved in segments. Leo Rush.
Dakota Kai was there, but she was hurt. Of course, just her team member, Tegan Knox, was there, tag team up with Rhea Ripley.
But Triple H's promo, like, you know, hey, I was watching Crown Jewel, and I seen we were challenged. You know, you laid out the gauntlet, and we accepted.
Damn right.
They came in, invaded. He invited Raw and SmackDown to invade NXT. They said, hey, come to our house. We'll be ready.
Are they going to be ready? Are they going to do it? Is Raw going to invade? Is SmackDown going to invade? Only time will tell, but I guarantee something's going to happen. There's going to have to be some kind of payback, repercussion. But until then, what you've seen at the end was Triple H grabbing a hold of both his champions, Shayna Baszler and Adam Cole. We are NXT, man.
Yeah, and we've talked about this before. I really hope Survivor Series we get all the women's champions. So you get Becky, Shayna, and Bayley in the ring together.
Fantastic.
You get a traditional 5 versus 5 versus 5 match. I think that Team NXT versus Raw versus SmackDown.
Is that, just think
I would
about
love
it.
to see that.
Yeah, is that what's going to happen? You're going to have 15 of the best superstars, 5 on each side? Are you going to have all 3 champions in a triple threat match? Would it be the Shayna Baszler versus Bayley versus, like you said, Becky Lynch? And then have,
Shinsuke,
it's not going
AJ
to be
Styles, and Roderick Strong.
And Roderick Strong. That would be a fantastic match right there.
The Viking Raiders.
The Viking Raiders versus an Undisputed Era versus the Revival. Fantastic. I'm telling you. Or, here you go, the big one. Adam Cole versus Brock Lesnar and Bray Wyatt.
I would look forward to that match, but the Fiend just seems so unstoppable now that it kind of puts a...
It's funny to me because Adam Cole is so much smaller than these two guys. And you put him in the ring with Bray Wyatt and Brock Lesnar, and watch him do his magic against these two big boys.
Oh, yeah.
But the elephant in the room is still, check this out, even if you take Adam Cole out of that match and put this, have one-on-one, Brock Lesnar versus The Fiend. Because The Fiend is unstoppable. Brock Lesnar is unstoppable, right? What's going to happen here? That's going to be...
I'd love to see Bray Wyatt no-sell some F5s and...
Like he did. Yeah. Like he did Seth Rollins.
Lord, how many stomps? Yeah.
Jesus, man. Fantastic, guys. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm joining in for Monday Night Raw. Something's going to happen. Is NXT going to invade them tonight?
I'm going to tell you, this SmackDown turned out to be better than what I think was originally planned.
Yeah. And, I got to give credit where credit's due because I'm telling you what, the shit that happened over Saudi Arabia happened for a reason. This shit happened for a reason. I'm glad it did because if it didn't, then we wouldn't have got what we got on SmackDown. But the reason why we got what we got is not only because of Triple H, but Vince McMahon gave Triple H the okay to do all this because he had to. He had no choice. And see what happens when you put Vince's back in the corner and he has to do something? It was better for it.
I think it made sense. They had to put on a show, and they had to make a story to why NXT would be there. Otherwise, it would just, it'd just be, hey, they just did it because of an emergency situation. They at least put a good story behind it. You challenged us to Survivor Series.
And it was fantastic. It was great. There you go. And it wasn't supposed to happen. None of this crap wouldn't have happened if that plane did not took off from Saudi Arabia. Because you would have had, like I said, you would have had your matches between Roman and Corbin. You would have had Bray Wyatt show up and go on the Miz show. You know, things happen for a reason. And
that would have still been interesting.
Yeah.
I'm curious if the Fiend shows up on Miz TV and just lays out the Miz, or if it's the Firefly Funhouse type thing.
Now, here you go. Coming up this week, Raw, NXT, SmackDown. Okay, look. Is Bray Wyatt going to show up on NXT and just try to demolish the whole damn roster? Man, I don't know what's going to happen. Is Roman going to be there? What's going to happen with these women? Becky Lynch? Anyway, who's going to show up? Where the hell are the wrestlers supposed to be coming in?
I would like to see NXT continue the invasion and take out Raw today.
Dude, that would be fantastic. That would be great. That would be great to have Triple H come there with everybody on the NXT roster and just put on some great matches with these main roster guys from Raw. Man, just like SmackDown, that would be fantastic to see. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to give this SmackDown right here probably a 9 out of 10, dude.
Absolutely. A few things could have been better.
Yeah.
A few things. Not much.
But a few things.
But this is probably the best SmackDown I've seen in quite a long time.
And I'm telling you, the ratings probably skyrocketed this week.
I
hope this opens up Vince McMahon's eyes and lets him see, all right, my son-in-law is not a dumbass. Maybe he's got something going here. And these NXT guys, people love these guys.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, again, I'm going to tell you right now, if you get Raw, SmackDown, and NXT on the same page with all these wrestlers going back and forth, which, you know, and they don't have to be a brand split. This brand split doesn't even need to be. If you get all these wrestlers going back and forth or able to go to different shows like that, AEW has no chance in hell. Sorry the pun. Sorry, you know, it's Vince's deal there, but I'm telling you right now, AEW would not have no chance in hell with this going on. Especially, you know, with all these stars put together underneath one roof and doing a fantastic job. Great storylines. Man, I don't know. But other than that, man, what do you got anything else to say, dude? I mean,
just a great SmackDown overall. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Yeah, as always, thanks for watching me and Skippy here on YouTube.com. And just remember to like, comment, and share, and subscribe, and always hit that little bell button, that post notification button up there. And until next time, we will see you guys right here for the Raw review right here on the corner, guys.